How's it going? My name is David White from Connecticut Dent Worx, and I just kind of want to touch base on a Chevy Silverado that I'm going to be working on here and explain why paintless dent repair would be a better alternative than going to your traditional body shop. Everybody always wonders what we can fix, what we can't fix. Oh, it's on a body line. You can't do a body line. We can, in fact, do body lines. There is an extent of damage that just needs to be evaluated, and then we can give you our opinion, our professional opinion of what we can or can't do. And when I say we, PDR community as a whole, the industry, I will always stress that don't always take one guy's word for it either if he says no. Even if it's me, it doesn't matter. There's somebody that is always capable of doing something differently. PDR is like an art. We're not all equal. We all do things a little bit differently. It's all the same practice, but a little bit differently. But going back to this, you can see this is a pretty, actually goes from about here to here. And what I'll do is I will come in a little closer here. And you can see the crease goes all the way up. And it affects the body line. And you have a very big buckle up top. So now, if you were to take this to the body shop, not even sure that they would repair this. More than likely, they're just going to buy a new one. So in the process of buying a new one, you have to take it off, take the liner out, take the bumper off, take the headlight out, replace the badging, take the mirror off, take the door handle off, put the new fender on, and then from there, you have to paint the new fender. Good chance, a good shop is going to paint into the hood because you have to paint an adjacent panel for color match. So you're gonna go into the hood, you're gonna go into the door. So now you've just got a third of your car painted. A heavy silver, gray, metallic, you have a high risk of a paint mismatch. So, and I'm not saying all body shops won't make this look great. This is a 2021, it's still relatively new. The paint hasn't had time to really fade yet. And a good shop should be able to match this color pretty good. The downside is the flip-flop. Silver, metallic, anything with metallic in it, are little metal flakes that reflect light. So when the factory puts it on, it's all uniform across the vehicle, and it all reflects light in the same manner. When you repaint the vehicle, it's no longer, the metallic is no longer laying in the paint the same way it was, where people go, well, it's the wrong color. Well, it's not really the wrong color. The light's just hitting it, and it's reflecting at a different angle on this panel than, say, this panel. So they could, one could be aiming this way and the other one could be aiming the other way, so they're actually contradicting. That will give you your mismatched color look. The other part of that is, when you repaint a vehicle, it is no longer factory paint. It's no longer the factory sheet metal that it came with. And when you go to sell it, most cases people trade them in. They don't sell them, to the general public. They just trade it in and get another one. The used car manager, whoever's involved in the trade-in process, is going to walk out, and there's a special meter that they have. I keep one here because it helps me with the repairs. And they're going to measure the paint. And they're going to go, oh, that's been painted, and that's been painted, and that's been painted. So if this vehicle, for namesake, had a resale value of $30,000, they have to take that into consideration, and you're going to lose money off the vehicle because it's been repainted. They don't care if it was this. They don't care if you were in a pile up in an intersection, or if it was just a scratch that happened to go through the vehicle and you had it painted. That doesn't matter to them, because From there, the next guy is not gonna know, and they don't care either. It's just, it's been repainted. Secondly, if you've gone through the insurance company, it now will impact your resale, because it's gonna have a CarFax report, which is gonna say it was in an accident. They don't determine what or how, they don't specify what, they just, there's an accident report on this date and on this part of the car, which will match up with the repaint. Whereas coming back to paintless dent repair, I'm not gonna replace this panel. I'm not gonna repaint this panel. There is no CarFax because there is no insurance. Not saying that insurance can't get involved, because they can. But in most cases, these are out-of-pocket expenses because they are either within the realms of your deductible or just outside the realm of the deductible, where it's not worth creating that kind of process. Because when you make that claim, CarFax report, point on your insurance, whether they tell you it's going to go up or not, at some point it's going to catch you. Drop in value of your vehicle. Coming back to here, no CarFax, no point on insurance, no drop in decrease in the value. So in a sense, paintless dent repair is a better, more preferred repair when possible. And by when possible, flip back around. There's no paint damage. It's a little nick right in here. But if I'm buying a car, if the used car manager is out there looking at the car, I'd rather touch up a little nick than know that the side of the car has been painted. Something like this will be repaired in a day. Going to a body shop, about a week. Mostly right now because of the time restraint on parts and how many people they have working. But if you have questions on what's the better procedure, it's always good to ask. Asking doesn't cost you anything. A few minutes of your time. You're always welcome to come by. I'll give you my personal professional opinion on what I think is your best option. And I will give you best options based on really what I think. I've been in the industry for a very long time. I've been doing this for almost 26 years, and I was around body shops prior to that. And I work hand in hand with a lot of body shops because there's a lot of guys that know that sending it to me is the better repair. So if they don't need to paint it, a good body shop doesn't want to paint a car for no reason. If there's no paint damage, they just assume see somebody like me try it first. So again, if you have questions, feel free to ask, put them in the comments, call, stop by. If you have something you think is a candidate for paintless dent repair, send me a text, send me some pictures. Again, come on by, 180 Deming Rd in Berlin, Connecticut Dent Worx. Try to help you out the best way we possibly can. Have a great day.